cozy here tonight. Cozy. It's a full night, and we've got a few extras. So we have a few people here. Julie's at the back over there, yes. And Katie. We are missing Lloyd Kerr. He will be coming in shortly. So do keep an eye out for him. There's a seat just here next to Carol with us with her food. And Jason Ale hasn't turned up either. Heather, so just to let you know that as well. He's not here. Okay, so it's a fabulous, fabulous night tonight. We've got so much to get through, so we're just going to dive straight into it. So continue to eat, please, by all means, and there's coffee and tea out there if you need to get some of that as well. Okay, so welcome to our members and to our sponsors and to our wonderful guests from Sydney. Kathy, thank you for coming all the way up here from Sydney. And our lovely guests from Singleton, who have travelled all the way down here from Singleton. Where are they? There you are, Vicky and Michelle. It's so great to have so many wonderful bookkeepers and accountants and small business owners in the room. It's great. I get a lot out of it. I know Julie gets heaps out of it, and it's fantastic. What I'd like to do first of all, does any member have any news they'd like to share with me today in the group? Any news at all? Tracy? Not there. Tracy's one of our guest speakers. Got to treat her nice.
I just wanted to warn everyone. The ATO is really on the warpath, and the smaller companies are now being hit quite hard. And we've had 3 of our clients hit recently, and we thought maybe it was us, but it isn't, because one of them is not even associated with us. It's just that we do the accounts for them through the accountant. What they're doing is they're checking on BAS agents as well. So you might want to pass the word around. The way that they're checking on whether you're doing your job properly or not is they are doing an audit, whether it's a BAS audit or a fuel credits audit or whatever it is, and in the paperwork that you have to provide back again, it says who is the agent that provides these services. So you actually have to put down who you are, what qualifications you've got, and what you've been doing for this client. So if you're not BAS agent qualified and you've actually put your signature on a piece of paper that has gone to the ATO, you will be pulled up through that method. I always wondered how they're going to monitor it. I now know.
Any other news? So you'd like to share? Anybody hot, or is it just me? Thank you. Oh. Sorry, yeah. Now, we have a few people here celebrating their birthdays this month. And if you don't know who you are, let me tell you. Jane Edwards, Selena Hass, and Carol Levecki, Angela, and Trish. Yes. Oh, some people are happy and some people are sad. So, we do have a little gift for you. Stay there, Jules. Yep. Just a moment. Okay, everybody, after 3, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Trish, Carol, and Angela. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, and I was in a very generous mood because it's the beginning of June soon, so I thought I'd give you all a cake. So, half time, you can get a cup of tea and enjoy a little tiny muffin that apparently Deb Lord cooked this afternoon. I'll take you on the credit for it. Indeed, she put them on the plate. So. Lovely. Okay, anybody else got news before we go on? Yes? Is it sponsored news? Not yet? Okay. I would like to welcome to the stage a very, very special friend. She looks like me. She acts like me. She even sounds like me sometimes. Anyway, she's a new member. Her name's Melanie Powell. Come on up here, Melanie. Melanie has a company name called Power Finance. I think those 2 words are amazing. Power, finance. Anyway, Melanie, it's a great pleasure to invite you here to give you your compendium. I said to you last time, this is a really good umbrella because it's waterproof. Here you are. Thank you very much. Yes. Please welcome. Now, the reason I'm rushing things quite quickly is because we've got to get on to sponsor news. And I'd like to welcome all of our wonderful sponsors here tonight. Shirley, welcome. It's a great pleasure to always have you here. I know you have to leave half time as well, so I'm glad you get this sort of first half of it. And we have also here Peter Coughlin. Peter Coughlin, thank you so much for joining us. Lloyd Kerr is on his way. He pays a ticket every single month. But anyway, he said he's on his way, so hopefully we've kept him for him. He's from Jersey and Sutherland. Unfortunately, I had to use him last week to liquidate one of my clients' companies. It was a bit sad, but anyway. Okay, any other sponsors here at the moment before I announce our new sponsor? Nicole. Hello, Nicole. Tony Vidre. Oh, yes. Oh, and Craig. Craig. Craig Tudor. You look so Actually, Craig couldn't make it, and he forgot to tell me that Stacey was Lacey was going to take his place. So, welcome, Lacey. Welcome, Nicole. Nicole's from Emerson Vidre. Is this still called Emerson Vidre? Yep. On behalf of Tony Vidre, who is one of our more colourful accountants who lives with us. Brett Price also, he can't be here tonight. He texted me twice to say, I'm really sorry, I'm going to miss you all. He really loves it, Brett. He's up at Cessnock, he's had to have some client stuff. No. Okay, so it's also now my great pleasure and privilege to introduce to you our new sponsor. And before we do that, I'd like to ask if there's any sponsor news. Shirley, please share.
You know how we all set goals? Well, and we have a 90-day challenge. Well, my 90-day challenge this 90 days is to increase my database by 1,000 names.
Wow.
Yeah. And when I told somebody that, they said, well, that's pretty easy. If you know 100 people, you can just get them to give you 10 names, or if you know 200, get 5.
Sure.
So I'm inviting you, if you would like to be on our weekly thoughts and get them each Friday, then please either give me your email address, your name and email address. That's not like you're signing up for a whole thing. You're just going to get a free weekly dose of inspiration or dose of confrontation, however you want to choose to see it. And the other news that we've got is that our next leadership program is starting in August. It'll be the Thursday, the 2nd of August, and go through to November. So I've got a couple of months to think about that. And we've changed it a little bit, so it's application only now. You have to actually apply. Because it's, there's quite a lot of growth in it, we want to make sure that the people that are doing the leadership program really want to be there. Thank you.
Just thinking about the weekly thoughts, we have, Shirley's written a book, and her weekly thoughts are amazing, and she's actually published a book about them. So this is for sale, and it's only $15. We have some books here for sale for you, but we also have one to give away at the end of tonight. And I think it's truly amazing. I love this book. Every time you feel a bit sad, open it up, read it, you'll be inspired. Okay, now, I'm going to ask Julie to come up, because she's going to introduce to you our newest sponsor, and she has had most contact with them, and they are very amazing, so...
Thank you. Now, this sponsor, I think I first met with them 2 years ago, and I went to TAFE after I had received a phone call to say that perhaps TAFE might be able to assist us with some educational programs. And I went along and I met the absolutely adorable Heather Slight, who those of us that have been privileged enough to be in Heather's classes do know what she's like. Lovely lady. And TAFE were very, very accommodating. I was very clear that we have working people who run businesses that need to educate themselves, that have to educate themselves with the Cert 4 in bookkeeping or accounting because of the legislation, and we nutted out a program. The first program we had 10 people qualify with their Cert 4 in bookkeeping, and absolutely wonderful. The second program, we had another 7 qualify. And we also put on last year a GST payroll BAS course, didn't we, girls? We had fun. I think the teacher called it torture. We had lots of fun. And that has been an absolute pleasure and privilege to work with TAFE. TAFE of years and years ago was very rigid, and this is how you have to do things, and not very accommodating, that you have families and other activities and work and all of that. TAFE today is a modern, structured organisation and very willing to go with the flow. So when they suggested that they would like to come on board as a sponsor, I went, yippee! Yes, because we will then be able to put on more and more courses to help us in what we do. So it is with absolute pleasure that I introduce Ian Mariner, who is, we're going to introduce Heather as well. Heather's slight. Heather's just palmed straight off to her. So we'd like to welcome you and welcome you as a sponsor.
Thank you very much for inviting us here tonight. We're really proud to be sponsors. We did have a really nice introduction to Uniting Bookkeepers through the programs that we've run already. And they've been very successful from us, from our perspective. I guess in terms of the way our business is changing and evolving, I guess the mantle that we're trying to get rid of is the concept that with this big bureaucracy that's stuck and immovable, inflexible, which in reality we are running businesses just like you guys are running businesses. I come from a small business background, had my own small business for many years, and that's really what, I'm a head teacher of our section. That's my mindset now. I don't get a free state government handout. That process is all changing. And I make business-based decisions around profit, around costs, exactly the same as you guys do. So I think the future for TAFE is changing. The way we do it, our training has to change. Once upon a time it was 2 nights a week. You guys are all busy. What we do adds to the complexities of your life. A couple of points I'd like to touch on that were brought up earlier. Your ATO person, we're forever going into an increased compliance environment. We're heading into the same thing where knock on the door, we are exactly the same thing. So I think that's one of the things that drove us to working with United Bookkeepers was that initial compliance stuff. I see a little bit more growing out of it than that. We have run the GST as agent, Cert 4 in bookkeeping. We're currently looking at a 4-unit crossover for those who have got the Certificate 4 in bookkeeping to cross over into a Certificate 4 in accounting. One of those units will be a diploma unit, so you've already got a pathway of 2 units into a diploma unit, which then would lead into the accounting side if that's the direction you wanted to go into. We're also pretty keen to have a look at maybe some short, sharp bits that you may be interested in that will improve business scope. So the other areas, I guess, apart from the accounting areas, would be in some of the computing function areas. We were working with another client this afternoon, looking at things in various levels like introduction, intermediate, and advanced Word, Excel, spreadsheet, project management. Project management at the moment is something that's really taking off. Using advanced functions in Outlook, the sort of things that will allow you to become more efficient, more effective in terms of how your business is operating. So it's moving outside some of the purely business areas. My background's in management and leadership and small business. So for me, some of the other areas within small business are not, I guess, in the technical side of what you do, but it's working on your business and making your businesses more effective and more efficient. And that's really what our focus is, apart from growing your own individual competitive advantage in the marketplace. So, yeah, do you want to add anything to that?
No, just to say really that the courses and things that we try to put together, we try to make them not just that it's just all about work. Try to have some fun in there as well, because hey, why you want to do something if it's not fun? You don't generally. So that's really what the course is. We try to instill some of that so that you can go away thinking, yeah, I've really learned and it's really helped to grow my business. But as well as that, I've actually enjoyed it. It hasn't been just something that has felt like I've chewed glass all the way through.
I was central tip, yeah, that's how it is.
I've had a few of those experiences.
Alright, lovely, thank you. If we can help you in any way, if there's anything you like, we are up on, I think we are or will be up on the website, and we will have our contact information available to you. So, yeah, it's really, really nice that we can bring on board here as sponsors. So, yeah, looking forward to a long relationship.
Right, thank you. We just need to put the cap on for a little bit before the next speaker comes on. But this bit, normally Sue introduces me. And I'm organised this month. How's that? This month I would like to talk about honesty. Honesty in your abilities to do what you can do. And to do that, I want to demonstrate something. Many bookkeepers have this.
I do.
Who knows what could be in this?
Chocolate.
You're not allowed a green pen unless you're an auditor.
Oh, yeah.
Now in this, I would just like to go through a few things, because this is the, you know how tradies have their toolbox in the back of the ute? Tool bag? Yep. We have one of these. And in here, we have several things, you know, your paper clips and your staples and, you know, highlighters and things like that. We also have our entered stamp. This is starting to get to the honesty. Have you really entered that? Because you can't use the stamp until your fingers have done the work. All right? Honesty number one. Has it really been paid? Has it been paid? The business owner might have scribbled all over it, but have you entered it as paid? Has it reconciled? And what the crux of why I wanted to do honesty is this stamp. This stamp says draft. If you are not 150% confident that what you have produced is absolutely accurate, you will stamp draft on it. Because then that highlights to the person who's receiving that report that, okay, there's some things I haven't checked, there may be some things I haven't reconciled, and therefore it's not completely accurate. Also, I don't know who's had experiences when the business owner rings up and says, oh, the bank wants profit and loss and balance sheets. Yeah, no problem. And the stamp goes on it first, because I am not liable for that. The accountant can be, and what do the accountants normally send with those things? The disclaimer statement. So therefore, honesty, please, let's get our honesty out and about. So 3 little stamps, it's amazing. I really have entered it after the finger strokes, girls, because, you know, sometimes you go, you know, like, we all get overactive. Paid and draft. We also have a few little other things in here. We've got the chockies. Of course, the stressful
Yes.
fine. I don't have any scotch in here. But I do in stressful times. Just wave your swans. Now, what tonight, because it's honesty night, this bucket is going to be, also courtesy of you, is going to be out on the table when we have our tea and coffee at half time. In it is a little book and a pen, and if you would like to win this, because it is up for grabs tonight, everything in it, including the swan sticker. I've got enough.
Pay me to take it.
So just write your name on here, even first name's fine, rip it off, put it in here, and we'll draw it at the end of the night. So this is up for grabs. Stickers included. So this is our honesty